Okay guys, I forgot to stream just now, so I just do a quick summary. Okay, so kita sudah mula tadi. So this is chapter 6 bab 1 bab 1 pula bab 6 trigonometric function fungsi trigonometri. So the basics 6.1 sudut positif sudut negatif, right? Positive and negative angles. You look at this example here. So kalau positive angles will be in the anti-clockwise direction. Dia lawan arah jam. Can you see? We always start from the positive x-axis. Kita mula dari paksi x positif. Okay, we always start from here. Dari sini, then kita gerak dari sini. So if you see it's moving anti-clockwise, lawan arah jam like this. Okay, it is a positive angle. Kalau dia ikut arah jam, if it is clockwise like this, yang warna merah jambu, the pink color direction. If you start from here and you move like this, automatic dia jadi negative. It's just a matter of direction. Right? That's all. Okay. So di sini, these are the examples. Kalau kurang daripada 360. These are all positive. Ini semua negative. Kita mula dengan paksi X positive. We start with the positive X axis. And then, kita gerak dari sini. This is positive because semua lawan arah jam. It's anti-clockwise. Ini semua ikut arah jam. This is all following. This is the clockwise direction. Therefore, it is negative. Negative angle. That's all. Okay. What about for angles more than 360? Lebih daripada 360 darjah macam mana? Right? So, more than 360 degrees, sekejap nanti cikgu ajar balik. More than 360 degrees is, lebih daripada 360 darjah is, first, you complete one round. Can you see here? Nampak tak? Satu pusingan lengkap. Here until here is already one round, isn't it? 360. Lebih daripada itu, kita teruskan. You continue after that. You just continue. That is more than 360 degree lah. Okay? Same here. Sudut negatif pun sama. That means ini magnitude dia lebih daripada 360 juga. The magnitude is still more than 360 here. But it's a negative angle lah. Okay, lepas tu kita teruskan di sini. Okay, kan Okay, then you have to recall back. Ini kita belajar dalam matematik. Sukuan dia. Ada 4 sukuan. There are 4 quadrants. We start with the here. So how do you know where to start? Macam mana kita tahu bermula di mana? You just use guna sudut positive. Use a positive angle. We start from the positive x-axis. Kita mula dari paksi x positive. Dari sini, lawan arah jam, anti-clockwise. That is the direction. So, ini sukuan pertama. And then you follow the direction lah. This is the first one. And then kedua. And then ketiga. And then keempat. Sudut dia sangat penting. The angle is very important. Each quadrant is 90 degrees. So, you do it accordingly lah. Sini 90, then tambah 90, 180. Next one will be 270, and then 360. Okay, Okay. So, let's look at the examples. Kita tengok contoh dia. Look at example 1. Okay, ini cikgu sudah buat tadi, but those of you who just joined, baru join, those of you who are watching the live, tadi cikgu lupa start streaming. I forgot to start streaming. So if you're watching the recording and all, you can pause and try first. Okay, so let me just explain a little bit here. Magnitude dia, okay, the magnitude. So again, let's look at A. Look at this. Tengok sudut ini. We are starting from the positive x-axis. Kita mula dari paksi x positive, starting from here, and we are going up, right? Tengok arah dia. Look at the direction. This is anti-clockwise. Lawan arah jam, betul tak? You just quickly sketch a clock, then you will know already. Lawan arah jam lah. Correct? Okay. Lawan arah jam means positive. It's a positive angle. Now, what is the magnitude of the angle? Apakah magnitude dia? Magnitude dia, kalau sini 25 darjah, if this is 25 degrees, what is the angle here? Ini garis lurus, betul tak? It's a straight line. So, this angle will be 180 tolak 25. Okay, can? Okay, for this one, tengok B. Negative angle, same story. But this one, dia, can you see arah dia? Dia ikut arah jam. Look at this. We start from here. We start from the positive x-axis. It's clockwise. Which means, ini magnitude dia, negative. If clockwise means the magnitude is negative. I mean, not the magnitude. The value is negative lah. Nilai negative. What's the magnitude? Same story. 180 tolak. Then you get the magnitude. 127. Can. Okay, look at C. Ini lebih daripada 360 60. Can you see this is already one full circle? Same story lah. Tengok arah dia. Look at the direction. This is what? This is anti-clockwise. Lawan arah jam, betul tak? Anti-clockwise means positive lah. But what is the magnitude? Magnitude di sini already one full round here 360 darjah, 360 degrees. Lepas tu kita tambah lagi, you add another 48. Can see or not? Dia dah sampai sini 360, tambah lagi another 48. So magnitude dia 408. That's it. Okay. Okay. So now we come to converting to radian, tukar kepada radian. Okay, this is where we stop just now. Alright. So di sini, let me come back to this. So when you want to change to radian, sama. The technique is the same as chapter 1. Sama macam bab 1, 1.1. That is, kita darab, kalau darjah from degrees we times pi over 180. Okay. So in your calculator, so pi 3.142 bagi 180. So you will get this in the calculator. Now, the only reason you don't get this, ada dua sebab saja yang awak tak dapat nilai ini. Nombor satu ialah awak bundarkan dengan salah. You rounded off wrongly lah. Okay, number one is you rounded off wrongly. So how to round off? Macam mana kita bundarkan dia? So you look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angka seterusnya kurang daripada 5. Less than 5. Sorry. Significant figure. Angka berarti kita mula dari sini. The first non-zero digit. Angka bukan sifar yang pertama ialah angka berarti pertama. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the next number is more than 5. Lebih daripada 5. So what do we have to do? Kalau angka seterusnya lebih daripada 5, this one we have to tambah 1. Betul tak? So negative 0.9374. So kalau yang bagi 9373 itu, maybe you didn't round off. Awak tak bundarkan, awak ambil jawapan saja. Okay? This is one. The second reason is, awak tak guna 3.142. The second reason is, dalam calculator awak guna simbol pi. Salah. Cannot. Jangan sekali-sekali guna simbol dalam calculator. Don't ever use the symbols in the calculator for the constants. Awak mesti guna anggaran dia. You have to use the estimate 3.142. Same for E also nanti. Okay. Don't ever use calculator symbols. Jangan. So if you use pi dalam calculator, okay, let me see what answer you get. Awak akan dapat you will get negative. If you do negative 53.7 darab pi per 180, then you will get negative 0.9372. Salah. 22/7. It depends. Kalau soalan sudah bagi awak guna anggaran ini, if they ask you to use this estimate, then kena guna yang ini jugalah. Tapi kalau soalan tak bagi, actually it doesn't matter. 22.7 pun boleh. But biasanya kelas, normally 22.7 kita hanya guna dalam matematik. We don't use it in admaths. Normally admaths we use 3.142. Biasanya lah. Biasanya. Okay. So kalau admaths guna 3.142. Kalau maths, if maths you use 22/7. Tetapi kalau soalan bagi nilai yang spesifik, ikut soalan. If the question gives you a specific value, then you follow the question. Everybody okay, class? Okay. Okay, let's go to this one. Degree and minute. Alright. Ini, darjah dan minit di sini. Okay, so I told you already. Minit ini kita boleh tulis sebagai darjah. Kalau kita nak tukar kepada darjah, if you want to change to degrees, you write it as a fraction. Tulis sebagai pecahan bahagi 60 over 60. So 27 minit ini ialah 27/60 degrees. Can? Now you just use your calculator. Darab lah. Times. Same. 3.142, 3.142 bahagi 180. That's all. So, Sebab kita tukar kepada darjah. This is minute. This is not degrees. This is minute. So this is actually 390 darjah, 391 darjah, 391 degrees plus 27 minutes. It's a different unit. So macam mana kita tukar minit balik kepada darjah? How do you change minute back to degrees? Divide by 60. Then it become degrees. Understand? Okay, we are just converting back to degrees. Yeah, 6.833 radian. That's right. Of course, if you're just using a calculator, tak payah lah. You don't have to do this. This one is for working lah. It's for working. Tapi jarang you have to give this working lah. Very rare. Very rare. But anyway, in case you need it, inilah cara dia. This is how you do it. In your calculator senang. You just use 391, then you use the symbol, and then 27, use the symbol again. Finish. Darab 3.142 bahagi over 180. The symbol, you know the symbol or not? Symbol yang the apostrophe symbol. Bersebelahan dengan simbol negatif, next to the negative symbol. Below the square root. Bawah punca kuasa 2. Right? You just have to use that. So, no. You can just straight away do this. No need. This one no need. This one no need. So, for example, 391 degrees, 27 minit times 3.142 bahagi 180. Yeah, your answer also, of course, they will give it degrees and minute lah. You know how to change, tukar balik. You'll get back the same thing. 6.833. You get back the same thing, even though you do this. Everybody know how to use your calculator, Tahu, This one you all know, Please make sure you all know. It's very useful untuk semak jawapan. Okay. Alright, okay, come, let's continue. So look at the next one. Now convert from radian to degrees. Same story lah. Same story. So sini macam mana kita tukar balik pada darjah? How to change from radian to degrees? Darab 180 over pi, isn't it? Right? So since ini semua diberi dalam sebutan pi, everything is given in terms of pi. You don't need to substitute 3.142 lah. Tak payah ganti 3.142. Betul tak? Here you just have to do. So ini ialah negative 0.6 pi times 180 per pi. That's all. Pi bahagi pi, hapus. Isn't it? Bukan. Cikgu sebenarnya belajar pharmacy. I actually learn pharmacy, I studied pharmacy. Tapi cikgu juga. I like maths. Okay, so darab. Then we get, what do we get? Negative 108 darjah. That's all. Macam tu saja. Okay. Okay, this one 3 pi. 3 pi times same 180 bahagi pi. So this will be 540 darjah. That's all. Finish. Simple one lah. Okay. Okay class, faham asas dia. These are the basics. Alright. So we're going to go into something a little bit more complicated now. Alright. Dia complex sedikit. You have to make sure you are confident with the basics. Awak kena confident dengan asas dia. Baru kita boleh teruskan. Right, positive angles, negative angles, sudut positif, sudut negatif, sudut lebih daripada 360 darjah, more than 360 degrees. Can? Okay, now we step into a new world. The position of theta, kedudukan theta dengan keadaan when the theta is more than 360. Apabila theta lebih daripada 360 darjah. It can be determined, dia boleh ditentukan dengan menolak by subtracting. Okay. Multiples of 360 or 2 pi radian. 360 degrees or 2 pi radian. Gandaan 360 darjah ataupun 2 pi radian. I know it doesn't make sense. Don't worry, salin dulu. Lepas cikgu tunjuk. After I show you an example, lepas cikgu tunjuk contoh, it will make sense. Okay. You copy first. Okay, what it means, previous question answers are these two, is it? Okay, alright. So first we start with negative angle, Okay, ini put a pin on it. Okay, ini tunggu sekejap. We look at negative angle first. So determine the quadrants. Tentukan sukuan. Tentuan sukuan bagi setiap sudut yang berikut. Hence represent the angles. Wakilkan sudut dalam satakatis. Okay. You see ya kelas. Kalau saya bagi awak, if I give you an angle 123 degrees. Kalau cikgu bagi awak sudut 123 darjah. Which quadrant is it? Ini dalam sukuan mana? Without doing anything, you already know, isn't it? Awak sudah tahu kan? Okay, dalam sukuan mana? 123. Where is it? It's between. Yes, very good. Dalam sukuan 2. How do you know? Macam mana kita tahu dia dalam sukuan 2? Sebab dia di antara because it's between 90 and 180. 123 ini antara 90 dan 180, betul tak? So we know memanglah sukuan 2. Okay? Simple. Right? If I give you a random value, kalau cikgu bagi awak nilai 281, ini sukuan mana? Which quadrant is this? Yeah, okay. Sukuan 4. Macam mana kita tahu? Because this is antara 270 between 270 and 360, isn't it? Sukuan 4. Understand? So sudut positive angles, this is how we determine the quadrant. Very easy. Senang. What about negative angle? Macam mana pula dengan sudut negatif? How? So for negative angle, sebab arah dia, okay, arah dia ialah ikut arah jam. We go clockwise instead of anti-clockwise. Right? So, dia terbalik. This is for positive angles. Untuk sudut negatif, for negative angles, we start with 0 here, tapi kita pergi arah jam. Ikut arah jam. You are going clockwise, isn't it? That means ini sifar negatif 90 di sini. Understand or not? Because we are going clockwise. Ikut arah jam. Faham tak? Negatif 90 di bawah. Then negative 180 is here. Then negative 270 di sini. And then negative 360 di sini. Do you understand? Faham? So negative 1, 2, 3 is where? Mana negative 1, 2, 3? Negative 1, 2, 3 will be antara negative 90 dan negative 180. So ini sukuan apa? Now sukuan dia tetap tahu. Sukuan dia kita tak tukar arah. The quadrants are set. You don't change the order of the quadrants. Urutan sukuan ini memang sudah tetap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ini kita takkan tukar ikut tanda. This one you don't change according to the sign. The only thing you change according to the sign is the angle. Sudut saja. So yes, very good. So dia dalam sudut, dalam sukuan 3. It's in the third quadrant. Very good. That's why. So sukuan dia kita ikut urutan asal. Sukuan kita tak tukar. Okay? Hanya sudut yang kita tukar. Only the angle only we change the direction. Understand? So sukuan dia kita masih ikut 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's in the third quadrant lah. Antara negatif 90 dan negatif 180. Boleh? Kan? Okay. So this is, come we sketch. So dia sudah wakilkan dalam satakatis kan? They ask you to represent the Cartesian plane. Represent lah. So this is Y, ini X. Okay. So where is your negative 1, 2, 3? It will be somewhere here. So antara negatif 90 dan negatif 180. Between negative 90 and negative 180. So how do we represent the angle class? Macam mana kita wakilkan sudut? You always start from where? Kita kena mula dari mana? You have to start from the positive x-axis. Paksi x positive. Kena mula di sini. So you start from here, then ikut arah jam because negative, isn't it? Clockwise. Clockwise until here. Finish. Then you label the magnitude lah, 123. Okay, so this is negative 123 degrees. Ini sudut dia. This is theta. Theta is negative 123 degrees. This is the angle itself, not the magnitude lah. Sukuan 3. Like that. So this is negative angle. Kedudukan sudut negatif. Okay. Now what if sudut dia, nilai dia lebih daripada 360? If the value of theta is more than 360, how do we determine the position? So if I ask you, for example, kalau cikgu tanya awak, what is the position of 390? Apakah kedudukan dia? Which quadrant? How are you going to know? So now you will understand. Sekarang awak akan faham. Wait, I don't do this here. Nanti awak keliru. Okay, let me do this as a separate example. Cikgu bagi contoh yang lain. So if it is more than 360, contohnya lah 390, for example 390, what position is it? Apa kedudukan dia? How do we know? This is where we subtract. Kita tolak gandaan 360, multiple of 360. So yang ini hanya boleh tolak 1 darab 360. The first one lah, 360, isn't it? So tolak 360. So mana kedudukan dia? Where is the position? The position will be the same as 30 degrees. Kedudukan dia sama dengan 30 darjah. Let's see. Okay. So positive 30 is where? Positive 30 di mana? Positive 30 is here. First quadrant. Sukuan 1 kan? Sini kan? Because between antara 0 dan 90 darjah, betul? Right? Yes, first quadrant. Okay. Let's check. 390, how do we draw 390? You start from, kita mula dari paksi X positive, is positive. So lawan arah jam. Anti-clockwise, right? So you start from here. Pusing satu round dulu. One round first. This is 360. Then, teruskan lagi. 30 darjah. Another 30 degrees. Can you see we end up at the same place? Nampak tak? Pusing satu round, sini 360. This is 360. Then you continue another 30, isn't it? Because 390. So we end up here. Faham tak? That is what it means lah. So, kalau kita tolak gandaan 360, if you can get the value within the first 360 degrees, itulah kedudukan dia. That is the position. So, kalau jawapan dia dalam radian, contohnya, for example lah, if I give you 5/3. 7/3. If I give you 7/3 pi radian. Okay, 7/3 pi radian. Where is this? Right? So, di sini kita kena tolak multiple. So, let's say, okay, wait. Let me give you another one. Wait. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 2. Okay, let me give you 13. 13/3 pi radian. Okay, 13/3 pi radian. Where is the position? Mana kedudukan dia? So, this is more than 2 pi. Lebih daripada 2 pi, right? More than 2 pi. 2 pi will be, 2 pi ialah 6/3. 6/3, isn't it? 6/3. Ini 13/3. So, berapa gandaan yang kita boleh tolak? What's the multiple? Apa gandaan 6/3 yang kita boleh tolak di sini? What's the biggest multiple? Kita bukan tolak 2 pi saja, isn't it? You won't just be subtracting 2 pi. Because, di sini, how many multiples of 2 pi do we have? Berapa gandaan 2 pi di sini? Or rather, what is the largest multiple? Gandaan paling besar. Yeah. Kita boleh tolak 12/3 kan? 12/3, isn't it? We can actually minus 4 pi. 12/3 pi. Right? 12/3 pi. Okay. That means, in your chapter 1, awak sudah tipu lah. Chapter 1, you bluff. You are not familiar with your radian. Awak guna darjah, lepas tu setiap kali tukar balik pada radian. Isn't it? Okay, never mind. Kak, cikgu ajar dalam darjah dulu. I teach you in degrees first. So let's say we have uh, let me see, 800, 800 darjah. Okay, what is the position? Apakah kedudukan 800 darjah? So here, what is the largest multiple of 360? Apakah gandaan terbesar 360 dalam sini? So the multiples of 360 are what? 360 and then 720 and then darab 3 1080 1080, right? And then and so on lah. Okay, apa gandaan 360 paling besar? So what does this represent, class? Ini mewakili apa? What does this represent? 360 mewakili satu pusingan, one round. 720 720 represents dua pusingan. Correct or not? Satu pusingan lagi satu pusingan, two rounds. 1080 1080 represents tiga pusingan, 1 2 3. Betul tak? So kalau kita buang semua pusingan tambahan, if you just discard all the extra rounds, then you can know the position lah. Awak boleh tahulah kedudukan dia. Faham tak? Okay. So 800 ini, it will be satu round, dua round, okay, and then baru sini. So kalau kita nak tahu kedudukan dia, if you want to know the position, kita buanglah satu round ini buang, dua round ini buang, then kita akan dapat kedudukan dia. Do you understand or not? Faham tak? Okay, let me show you again. So di sini gandaan terbesar dia, the largest multiple of 360 is 720. Correct or not? 720. So tolak 720. Just minus the largest multiple. Then we will get 80. 80. What does this mean? You see, sekarang sudah tahu kan kedudukan dia. You know the position already. Yes. Is quadrant 1. So actually class is like this. Kenapa kita tolak gandaan 2 pi ataupun 360? Why are we subtracting the multiples of 2 pi or 360? Because 800 will be like this. So we start from here. Mula dari sini. One round 360 Another round 720 and then alamak. And then from here 80. This is 800. Okay. Tapi macam mana kita tahu kedudukan dia? Yang dua pusingan ini, these two rounds, kita buang lah. You minus 360. Right? Tolak 360. This is one round. Lepas tu, tolak lagi 360. Another 360. So, kita tolak 720. Then you will get this. 80. Here. Understand or not? Faham tak? That is the reason lah. Okay, so tolak gandaan 360 paling besar. Or if it's radian, you have to minus the largest 2 pi. The largest multiple of 2 pi. Okay, so contohnya di sini 17. Just now I gave you what? 13 per 3. 13 over 3. You have to see lah. So this one pecahan dia ialah dengan penyebut 3 with a denominator of 3. So 2 pi will be what? 2 pi ialah 6 per 3. 6 over 3. 2 pi is 6 over 3, right? Guna penyebut yang sama lah. Use the same denominator, easy, isn't it? 6 over 3 pi is 2 pi. So the next one will be, ini darab 2. Plus another 6 over 3, 12 over 3. Tambah lagi 6 per 3, another 6 over 3. Then we will get 18 per 3 pi, like that. So apakah gandaan paling besar? What is the largest multiple in 13 over 3? 12 per 3. Does that make sense, class? Faham tak? Faham tak? Same concept. But when we are dealing with radian, it's 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi dan seterusnya. Right? Each round is 2 pi. But this is not helpful. Ini tidak berguna. Because kita punya sudut, dia ditulis dalam pecahan dengan penyebut 3. It's a fraction with a denominator of 3. So you just convert lah, tukar lah. Tukar. Okay, that's all. Okay, so kalau kita tolak 12/3, if you minus your 12/2 pi, then we will get pi per 3. And you know which is this, isn't it? Pi per 3 ialah berapa darjah kelas. This one you should know. I always tell my students, cikgu selalu ingatkan pelajar saya, awak kena tahu nilai pi. Pi you must know is 180 degrees. Pi radian ialah 180 darjah. Ini tak boleh lupa. You cannot afford to forget this. Okay? Then the rest is very easy. So kalau pi 180, what is pi over 3? 60 lah. 60. Okay? What is pi over 2? 90. Apakah pi per 4? 45. You see or not? Right? What is 2 pi over 3? 120. Easy to remember. You just have to remember, kena ingat pi ialah 180. Don't forget this. Okay? Pi over 6? 30. See or not? You already know all the important angles. Awak sudah tahu semua sudut penting dalam radian. Just by knowing pi ialah 180. Can Okay? Alright. So anyway, pi per 3 60. So you know which quadrant lah. Sukuan mana? 1. First quadrant. Okay. Right? Yes. Cikgu ambil 11 subjek. I took 11 subjects for SPM. Yeah, straight A's. Okay. Come. Let's look at B class. 19/4 pi. So, apakah gandaan 2 pi paling besar di sini? What is the largest multiple of 2 pi in here? Check and see lah. So, 2 pi, kalau kita tulis dalam pecahan dengan penyebut 4, if you write it as a fraction with the denominator of 4 is what? Times 4 lah. Darab 4 kan? 2 pi ialah 8/4 pi. So, the next one will be what? Kalau 4 pi, 4 pi will be? Apa pecahan dia? What's the fraction? You just times the denominator. Darab penyebut. So, 4 times 4, 16/4 pi. Right? The next one will be 6 pi. This is the third round. Ini pusingan ketiga kan? Okay. So, times 4. Next one will be 24/4 pi. So, apakah gandaan paling besar dalam 19/4? What's the largest multiple in 19/4? 16. Yes. Gandaan paling besar ialah ini. 16/4 pi. Okay. So, tolak lah. Minus lah. 19/4. Kalau kita nak tahu kedudukan dia, you want to know the position. 19/4 pi. Tolak. 16/4. 16/4. 16/4 pi. What do we get? 3/4 pi. 3/4 pi. Okay. Right? Where is 3/4 pi? 3/4 pi ini berapa darjah? So, pi over 4 is what? 45, isn't it? 45 darab 3. What is that? 135. See? Easy. Kalau awak tahu pi 180, divide by 4. Pi over 4, you know. Pi per 4 ialah 45. Darab 3. 135, isn't it? 45 times 3. Right? Finish. So now we can draw lah. Sekarang kita tahu kedudukan dia. Kalau 135, which quadrant is that? Ni sukuan mana? Yes, very good. 135 darjah ialah sukuan kedua. That means 3/4 pi radian is in the second quadrant. Okay, so how are we going to draw this? 19/4. How do you get 8/4? We are just changing this number into a fraction. So how? Kalau kita nak nombor ini Kalau kita nak pecahan dengan penyebut 4, if you want a fraction with a denominator of 4, we times 4 over 4, right? Correct or not? So 84 lah. Okay, 8 over 4 is 2, isn't it? Same thing. Alright. Okay, so sekarang kita tahu kedudukan dia. Let's draw. So we know it's in the second quadrant. Sukun kedua, here, 135. Okay, now you have to be careful. Berapa pusingan, right? How many rounds? So, we know based on the multiple. Gandaan paling besar 2 pi di dalam dia. The largest multiple of 2 pi inside was 4 pi. Itu berapa pusingan? How many rounds is 4 pi? 2 pi 360 degree. 2 pi 360 darjah. 2 pi is 1 round. 4 pi berapa pusingan? 2 rounds. 2 rounds. So how to draw this class? Macam mana kita lukis? So you always start here, positive x-axis. Mula di paksi x positive. And then this is a positive angle. Lawan arah jam, anti-clockwise, isn't it? Okay, lawan arah jam. So how do we go? 1 round first. 1 round dulu. And then second round, 2 rounds. So ini sudah 720. Can you see? This is already 720. Let me repeat that. So kita mula di sini. You start here, positive x-axis. Go 1 round first. 1 pusingan dulu. Okay, ini 360. This is 2 pi. Another round, 720. This is 4 pi. Understand? Now only kita teruskan. We continue until here. Finish. The last round. So this is 19/4 pi radian. Jelas tak kelas? Understand? Kan? If you want some more exercises kelas, kalau awak nak latihan lagi, okay, this one actually cikgu ada banyak latihan. I prepare a lot of exercises, okay, but that one is the full notes lah. Yang itu, if you want access to that, you just go and get the FlexiStudy. Alright, pergi dapatkan FlexiStudy. You can just get the 7 days, then you can do all the exercises there. Awak akan dapat access pada semua lah. Okay, I have exercises if you want. Okay, come, let's continue. So this is 6.1 class. These are the basics lah. Ini adalah asas dia. Okay. Recording later, it will be on YouTube. Nanti cikgu akan post link dia dalam Telegram juga. I will post the link in Telegram. Later, I will organize everything in the website also. Dalam laman web cikgu pun, all the free classes. Okay. Alright, come. Let's continue. So that's 6.1. Now, tengok 6.2 class. Let's look at 6.2. So, now we go to your Sokatoa. Okay, don't worry. Senang saja. Trigonometric ratio of any angle. Nisbah trigonometri bagi sebarang sudut. Any angle. Not just, bukan saja sudut dalam sukuan pertama. Not only the first quadrant. That means not until 90 only lah. Alright. Okay. So, state the value of the following trigonometric ratios. Nisbah trigonometry. Okay, for theta. Menggunakan ABC. Using the triangle ABC. So here, this is a right angle triangle. Ini adalah segitiga sudut tegak. So we can use Sokatoa. Kita boleh guna Sokatoa. You remember your Sokatoa? Okay. So, contohnya, for example, sine is what? So, opposite over hypotenuse. Sisi bertentangan bahagi hypotenuse. What is the opposite side? BC kan? BC, isn't it? So, BC over hypotenuse. BC per hypotenuse. So, BC hypotenuse ialah AC. BC over AC lah. Okay. Okay, do for cos and tangent. Buat untuk cos dan tangent. Okay, cos is what? Cos is kah. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Bersebelahan. AB, yes, very good. AB, hypotenuse, AC. Okay. Tangent, toa. Opposite, sisi bertentangan ialah BC over adjacent, AB. BC over AB, Everybody okay? Okay, so in Maths, kita akan belajar 3 identity yang baru. We learn 3 new identities, right? First is cosec. This cosec is actually cosecant. Ini adalah cosecant. Okay. Cosecant is 1 over 1 per sin theta. Is the opposite of class. Okay, because we tend to think sebab ini dia nampak macam ada cos di sini kan. But it's not 1 over cos. Ingat is the other way around. Is 1 per sin, bukan 1 per cos. So this is a new identity, cosecant. Okay. So what is 1 over sin? 1 per sin adalah salingan sin, betul tak? It's a reciprocal of sin, isn't it? So 1 over sin will be AC over BC. Faham tak? Salingan dia, reciprocal. Okay, so cosecant. Cosecant theta is AC over BC. Okay, what is secant? Ini ialah secant. SEC. SEK ialah secant. Secant is 1 per cos. Dia terbalik lah, as I told you. It's the other way around. Okay, 1 per cos. So, again, salingan dia lah. Reciprocal will be, yes, AC over AB. And then we have cotangent. Apakah cotangent? Cotangent will be 1 over tangent lah. 1 per tangent. So 1 over tangent theta. Iaitu salingan dia juga AB over BC, reciprocal. BC, BC is adjacent. There's no hypotenuse here. Okay? Okay. Now, look at example 5. Tengok contoh 5 kelas. Tengok contoh 5. Everybody okay with this? So, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Ini adalah nisbah trigonometri yang baru. New trigonometric ratios. Now, look at example 5. Diagram on the right, raja di sebelah kanan menunjukkan segitiga sudut tegak, right angle triangle JKL, okay, right angle. Cari nilai yang berikut. Okay, what is cosecant X? Apakah cosecant X? So, again, cosecant is what? Cosecant X ialah 1 per 1 over cosecant is 1 over sin. Sin X. 1 per sin X. Okay. Can? So what is sin X? Sin X will be 1 per 1 over sin is opposite over hypotenuse. Right? Okay, kita cari dulu hypotenuse dia. What's the hypotenuse? We got 2 and 3. Punca kuasa 2. Square root of 2 square plus 3 square. Tambah 3 kuasa 2. Okay. 13. Sert 13. Sert 13. Okay. So, sin will be opposite 2 per over sert 13. Got it? So, apa jawapan dia? What's the answer then? The answer will be sert 13, sert 13 per 2. This is cosecant X. Okay. Okay, look at B. Tengok B. What is cotangent square? Cotangent kuasa 2x. Cotangent square x is, okay, we have to find cotangent first. So ini ialah This is 1 over tangent square. 1 per tangent kuasa 2, right? 1 over tangent square x. Okay, I don't have to write this. Tolak secant. What is secant? Secant ialah 1 per 1 over cos x. Yes. So come. 1 over tangent square. 1 per tangent kuasa 2. So tangent square x is actually, ini sebenarnya ialah, you see, you must understand this class. Tangent square x is tangent x kuasa 2. Okay, it is not, bukan tangent x kuasa 2. It's not the tangent of x square. Understand the difference? It is tangent x kuasa 2. Square of tangent x, not tangent of x square. Bukan tangent x kuasa 2. Okay? Okay, so that means cari tangent dulu. What is tangent? Opposite over adjacent. Bersebelahan bahagi, bertentangan bahagi bersebelahan. Toa. So 2 over 3. Betul tak? So this one will be 2 per 3. 2 over 3 kuasa 2 square. And then tolak minus 1 per cos. What is cos? Adjacent over hypotenuse. 3 per sec 13. 3 over sec 13. Okay. So this is 9 per 4. 9 over 4. Minus sec 13. Sec 13 per 3. Sec 13 over 3. Kan? So this one you give in the simplest form lah kelas. Boleh tinggalkan dalam bentuk cert. You can leave it in cert form. So this will be 27, 27, tolak, darab lah. Times. So ini darab 3, 3 per 3 times 3 over 3. This one times 4 over 4. Tolak 4, sec 13. 4 sec 13 bahagi 12. Finish. Done. You can leave your answer like this. No problem. Dalam bentuk cert form is fine. Kan? So these are your new identities. Identity yang baru. Okay? Alright. So now we are going to use the new identities. Kita akan guna identity yang baru. Okay? To find the complementary angles. Rumus untuk cari sudut pelengkap dia. Okay? It's going to get a little bit more complex now. Faham tak ini? Are you confident with this? Cosecant, secant, cotangent. Just remember salingan dia. Remember the reciprocal of what? That is all. Boleh? So, please finish the exercises in your textbook. Buka buku teks dan buat. You want my exercises? Again, cikgu ada banyak soalan. I have a lot of questions for you to practice here. Okay, if you want to get access to the question, you just go and get the FlexiStudy. Alright, pergi dapatkan FlexiStudy, awak akan dapat soalan dia lah, all the questions as well. But you can also do your textbook. Please, buat soalan dalam buku teks. You have the answers at the back, right? Okay, now, we continue. Okay, kita teruskan. Because this is intensive class. So, look at this. Now, here we have another right angle triangle. Segi 3 sudut tegak yang lagi satu. Okay, another right angle triangle here. So, if this is theta, kalau ini adalah theta, what is the complementary angle? Ingat tak apa yang dimaksudkan dengan sudut pelengkap? What are complementary angles? Kalau dua sudut itu adalah sudut pelengkap, if two angles are complementary angles, their sum will be what? Hasil tambah dia ialah complementary. Remember or not? Complementary, supplementary, ingat tak? Okay, never mind. So complement, this is your lower secondary, menengah rendah. Okay, never mind. So complementary angle, sudut pelengkap maksudnya hasil tambah dia, the sum of it will be 90 degrees. 90 darjah. Understand? Complementary angle means the sum will be 90 degrees. So, apakah sudut pelengkap bagi theta? What's the complementary angle of theta? ACB, isn't it? Betul tak? Because kalau kita tambah theta dengan ACB, if you add theta and ACB, it is 90, isn't it? Betul tak? Can follow or not, guys? Do you understand? So complementary angle. So that means, what is this? Apakah ACB? 90 tolak lah. BAC is complementary. This BAC is complementary to ACB, right? Sudut ACB. Okay. So what is this angle? 90 tolak theta. 90 minus theta lah. Correct or not? Okay. So now what we are going to do here is kita akan kaitkan kedua-duanya. We are going to link the two. Theta and the 90 minus theta and the complementary angle. Sudut pelengkap dia. Macam mana kita hubungkan dia menggunakan fungsi trigonometri. How are we going to link them using trigonometric function? That is what we are going to do. Itulah apa yang kita akan buat sekarang. Okay. So, if this is x dan ini y, apakah hypotenuse? Punca kuasa 2 square root of x square plus y square. Correct? So now I want you to practice. Okay. Cuba buat semua ini. Fill up all of this. I give you 2 minutes. Isi semua ini menggunakan sisi AB, BC and AC. Try. One more minute. Same thing, just gunakan sisi dia. I want to show you all the angles. Okay, come. So, let's try. What is sine theta? Sine so. So opposite x over hypotenuse. X per hypotenuse ialah square root x square plus y square. Okay? Alright. Apakah sine 90 tolak theta? 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta, sine will be sini. Opposite is what? Y over hypotenuse. Y per punca kuasa 2 x square plus y square. Listen. Can, Okay. Okay, now we can do cosecant lah. Oh, bukan. If you have sine, you can sine, then you can do cosecant. So, cosecant ialah salingan dia, betul tak? Reciprocal, isn't it? So, if sine theta is x per ini, cosecant ialah salingan dia. Square root of x square plus y square bahagi x. And then cosecant of 90 minus theta, cosec bagi 90 tolak theta. Cosec is C in English. Okay, anyway, 90 minus theta will be reciprocal of sine. Salingan bagi sine. So this will be square root of x square tambah y kuasa 2 over y. Everybody clear? Jelas tak kelas? Okay. So this is sine and cosecant. Alright? Come, we do cos pula. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So kalau theta, what is the cos of theta? Adjacent will be y. Y over hypotenuse. Okay? Can. Okay. Wait, let me do the cos first. Y over hypotenuse. Okay, which one you want me to explain again? The whole thing, or you understand the sine and the sine part, you understand not? Sine faham tak? Bagian sine. No, okay. So sine of theta, we use so, right? Sine ialah apa? Opposite over hypotenuse. Sisi bertentangan bagi hypotenuse. Betul tak? Right? So opposite of theta is what? What is the opposite side? Sisi bertentangan dia ialah x, right? So x bahagi hypotenuse. Apa hypotenuse? Square root of x square plus y square. Punca kuasa 2 x kuasa 2 tambah y kuasa 2. Boleh? Understand now? Opposite over hypotenuse. Okay. So kalau sin 90 tolak theta, mana sudut ini? Where is this angle? Where is this 90 minus theta? Here, up here. Sini. Ini 90 tolak theta. So kalau sin untuk sudut ini pula, for this angle, what is the opposite side? Apa sisi bertentangan dengan dia? Y. Y is opposite. So it is y over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse tetap sama lah. Square root x square plus y square. Boleh? Kan? Okay, alright. Okay, then cosecant will be salingan dia lah. The reciprocal. We already know that cosecant is 1 over sine, right? Cosecant ialah 1 per sine. Okay. Now we go to cos. So cos theta, untuk theta, sisi bersebelahan dia ialah the adjacent angle is y. Y over hypotenuse. Punca kuasa 2, x kuasa 2 tambah y kuasa 2. Kan? Okay, what about for 90 minus theta? Untuk 90 tolak theta, what is the adjacent side? Sisi bersebelahan dia ialah x pula. Kan? It's x, isn't it? So this will be x over punca kuasa 2, x square plus y square. Got it? Okay. And then secant is the reciprocal of cos. Secant adalah salingan bagi cos. So secant of theta will be reciprocal of cos, iaitu square root of x square minus plus y square bahagi y divided by y. Okay? And then secant of 90 minus theta. Secant 90 tolak theta. This will be reciprocal of the cos 90 minus theta, iaitu square root of x square plus y square bahagi x. Got it? Boleh? Okay. Kan, Okay, now we do for tangent pula. What is tangent of theta? Tangent theta opposite over adjacent. Bagi theta, sisi bertentangan dia ialah x. Adjacent is y, right? So x per y. What about 90 minus theta? Macam mana pula dengan 90 tolak theta? Opposite is y, adjacent is x. Bertentangan y, bersebelahan x. Okay. Then cotangent, reciprocal, salingan. So cotangent of theta will be reciprocal of tangent, so y per x. And then cotangent of 90 minus theta, cotangent bagi 90 tolak theta ialah, it is reciprocal of tangent 90 minus theta. So salingan y per x ialah x over y. Okay, now kita boleh kaitkan dia. Now we can link the complementary angles to the angles. Sudut dan sudut pelengkap dia. So, now we play matching game. Cari sin theta sebenarnya sama dengan apa? Sin theta is equal to what? Sin theta ini sebenarnya sama dengan, look at the value. Tengok nilai dia. Sin theta is this. X over square root x square plus y square. Mana lagi? Mana lagi kita boleh dapati ini? Where else can we find this? Sini kan? See or not? That's right. So, that means nilai sin theta, the value of sin theta is equals to cos of the complementary angle. Sin theta sama dengan cos sudut pelengkap dia. Let me give you an example. Contohnya, sin 35 darjah, nilai dia akan sama dengan the value of sin 35 degrees will be equals to cos of 55 degrees. Cos 90 tolak 35. Do you understand that? Faham tak? Okay. This is complementary angle lah. Sudut pelengkap. Inilah kaitan dia. This is the link. Okay. So, let's continue. Cos. Look at cos theta. Sama dengan apa? So, cos theta is equal to what? Cos is this one. Y over square root. Sama dengan sin. Sin sudut pelengkap. Sin of the complementary angle. Okay. So, this is equals here. Sama. Okay. What about tangent? Tangent sama dengan tangent of theta is equals to cotangent. Yes. Tangent is equals to cotangent of complementary. Okay, so we continue lah. So cosecant you will find is equals to cosecant sama dengan secant. Secant complementary. Cosecant equals to secant complementary. And then secant sama dengan cosecant. Secant is cosecant sudut pelengkap. And then cotangent sama dengan tangent. Okay, can? These complementary angle formulas, rumus sudut pelengkap ni tidak diberikan. Look at the formula list. Cikgu nak tunjuk awak senarai rumus. These are the identities. Nanti kita akan buat. Okay, they're not given. Ni tak diberikan. Here and then you're given here. This one is double angle. Sudut ganda 2 and then we have some others lah. Addition formula. Ini rumus penambahan. Double angle. So, this one is not given. But you can easily, okay class, awak you can just draw a triangle like this dalam peperiksaan, even if you forgot, walaupun awak tak ingat, you don't have to memorize. Dalam peperiksaan you just draw a triangle lah. Lukis lah segi tiga sudut tegak. Okay, you just label A, B, C. Then you can get the awak boleh dapat hubungan dia daripada sini. Very easy only, don't worry. Tak payah hafal punya. As long as you understand what's happening here lah. Okay, tak payah hafal. Okay. So, first find the complementary angle. Easy lah class. Cari sudut pelengkap. How to find complementary? 90 minus lah. 90 tolak. What is 90 degrees in radians? See, 2 seconds you must be able to answer already, right? 90 is what? I told you already. Ingat pi ialah 180. You always remember pi radian is 180. Yeah. So what is 90? Pi per 2. That's it. Finish. That's it. Pi over 2. Always start with pi. Senang saja. Mula dengan pi. Pi is 180. So 90 will be pi per 2. Finish. Okay? Okay. So this one, 42. How to find the complementary? Senang. 90 minus 42. Complementary angle will be 48 darjah. Finish. Okay. What's the complementary angle of pi over 4 pi? Pi over 4 radian. Pi per 4 radian, Sudut pelengkap dia kita kena buat pi per 2 tolak. Pi over 2 minus pi over 4. So, pi per 4 lah. Pi over 4 radian. Got it? Okay, so now we are going to find out the use of this. Kenapa? Macam mana kita boleh guna sudut pelengkap ini? How can we use the complementary angles? It's actually pretty amazing. Okay, tengok sini. So let's say they give you the value of sin 81. Dia bagi nilai sin 81 dan cos 81. So now they want you to find the value of all of this without using a calculator, tanpa menggunakan calculator. So kita sudah ada nilai sin dan cos dia. Okay. Okay. So what if they want you to find the value of cos 9? Macam mana kita boleh cari nilai cos 9 tanpa menggunakan calculator? First thing you need to realize is, awak kena nampak saja, awak kena tahu yang 9 darjah ini adalah sudut pelengkap kepada, is actually the complementary angle to 81. Nampak tak? It's a complementary angle. So if it is a complementary angle, kita boleh guna rumus sudut pelengkap. We can actually use the complementary angle formula, isn't it? So cos 9 is equals to what? Cos 9 sama dengan sin. Yes, very good. Sin 81. Complementary angle formula. Go back here. Cos theta sama dengan sin 90 tolak theta, betul tak? Sin of the complementary angle. Cos 9 sama dengan sin 90 tolak 9, which is 81. Understand or not? Right? So if we have the ratios for the complementary angle, we can find the values, the ratios for the other complementary angle. Sudut pelengkap yang lagi satu, kita boleh cari. So the value is just sin of 81, which is this one. 0.9877. Finish. That's all. That's all. Interesting, right? Interesting, right? Okay. So kalau cosecant 9. Now, we have the value of the complementary angle sin and cos, kita ada nilai dia. So, what will this be? Cosecant will be equals to sama dengan secant, kan? Cosecant is equals to secant, isn't it? Cosecant equals to secant complementary. Secant 81. Right? Okay, what is secant? 1 per cos. 1 over cos, 1 over cos 81. Secant is cos. 1 per cos 81. So what is the value of cos 81? Sudah diberikan di sini. 1 over 1 per 0.1564. Now, of course, class, from here you use your calculator lah. Walaupun dia kata tanpa menggunakan calculator. Yeah, of course, this part you can use lah. Okay, so sini just use your calculator here. And then you will get, yes, 6.394. Very good, 6.394. Done, finish. Understand? Tanpa menggunakan calculator di sini bermaksud, we don't have to use the calculator for the trigonometric ratio. Kita tak payah guna calculator untuk nisbah trigonometri. Okay? Okay, cotangent 9 will be tangent complementary, isn't it? Cotangent adalah tangent pelengkap. So tangent 81 darjah. Tangent 81 degrees. Okay? But how? Kita tak ada tangent. We don't have tangent, what? Isn't it? It's okay. We can use the basic trigonometric ratio identity. Tangent is what? Tangent theta ialah sin theta over cos theta, isn't it? Basic identity, sin theta per cos theta, betul tak? So tangent 81 will be, ini ialah sin 81 bahagi over cos of 81. Correct? Okay. So nilai dia, use the values lah. Sin 81 is 0.9877 bahagi dengan divided by 0.1564, 1564. So nilai dia, value here, now you can use your calculator of course. 6.31. Baik. Ya ke? Wait lah. 0.1564. 5 Yeah, 315. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So this is complementary angle lah. Faham tak kelas? So again ini tidak diberikan it's not given It's not given Tapi dia jarang keluar jugalah. It rarely comes out. It rarely comes out. Jarang keluar tak bermaksudnya takkan keluar. Please Okay. So pastikan awak tahu. It's a simple matter ni actually. Okay. So as I said, katakan dalam peperiksaan awak sudah lupa. Let's say in exam you forgot. But you know this is complementary. 81.9 awak tahu dia memang sudah pelengkap. But you forgot the relationship. It's okay. It's okay. So contohnya nak cari cos 9 kan. So you just draw a triangle. Lukis segitiga. Just lakarkan segitiga sudut tegak. Sketch a right angle triangle. Here 9. Here 81. Okay. So 9. Cos of 9. Cos 9 ialah apa? Cos of 9 will be adjacent x. Let's just put x, y, z lah. Okay. Cos of 9 will be x per hypotenuse. X over z, isn't it? Cos of 9 is x over z. Betul tak? So what is x over z for 81? Untuk 81, x ialah sudut bertentangan. Betul tak? Opposite, isn't it? For 81 is opposite, right? And then z is hypotenuse. So now you know already lah. Sekarang awak tahu. It is sine of 81. Opposite of hypotenuse. Like that. Understand or not? Faham tak? Okay. You can just use this. Kalau tak ingat, tak apa. It doesn't matter. As long as you understand the logic, awak boleh dapat. Okay? Okay. So, look at B. Okay. This part is very important. You take a short break first. Okay, I give you just 5 minutes. 5-minute break. This one is very important. You have to focus. Okay, awak kena fokus di sini. So, you all just take a short break. Nak pergi tandas ke, nak minum air ke. Start in 5 minutes. Okay, while we're in the break, as usual class, kalau nak join class cikgu, if you want to join my class, then you just go to the website. Pergi ke website cikgu, mrrueltuition.com. Everything is very easy, very automatic. I mean, not very automatic, automatic lah. Automatic dan senang. So for Form 5, Add Maths is on Thursdays. Semalam kita ada kelas. Yesterday we had class. Currently I'm doing random variable. Pemulia buat awak. Okay. So 7:30 to 9. Lepas tu 9 to 10 we have exam drill. Apakah itu kelas exam drill? Okay, let me show you what we did yesterday. Apa yang kita buat semalam. So yesterday we did this one. Kita buat graf ini. So what I will do is cikgu akan bagi had masa. I will give you a time limit. Alright, and then you have to do the question first. Awak buat soalan dulu. Contohnya this one was linear law. Semalam kita buat hukum linear. So I know you all malas untuk buat graf kalau buat sendiri kan. If you're studying yourself, you will just keep the graph, correct or not? That's why cikgu suruh buat semalam. So yesterday they drew the graph. And then we learn how to, we did revision lah. Kita buat ulang kaji hukum linear di sini. Linear law. So you have to use the law and then macam mana kita dapat nilai daripada graph dan seterusnya lah. All that we did yesterday. Okay, this was paper 2. Kertas 1 pula we did yesterday. I did permutation combination. Semalam kita buat kertas 1, cikgu buat soalan pilih atau gabungan. So again, what happen is I will give you a time limit. Cikgu akan bagi had masa untuk habiskan soalan. Then kita akan bincang dengan lengkap. We will discuss completely. Okay, cikgu akan bagi penerangan dia. I'll give you the explanation and if you need, cikgu akan buat ulang kaji juga. I will also do revision of the topic if you need. That is what happens in exam drill. Inilah apa yang berlaku dalam exam drill. So kita akan cover semua topik tingkatan 4, all the form 4 topics, as well as all the form 5 topics yang cikgu sudah ajar, that I've already taught. Okay, so this is exam drill. Purely buat soalan saja. So if you all want to join, dia pada hari Khamis, is on Thursdays. Where is that? Okay, it's on Thursdays, hari Khamis 9 sampai 10 malam, just 1 hour ni. And if you have timetable clash, cikgu sediakan rakaman. I have recording for the class. I always upload the recording the same day, kecuali I have something on. Usually I will upload the same day. Next morning itself you can watch already. So kalau awak tak dapat ikuti kelas masa ini pun tak apa. You can just watch the recordings. You can follow the class from the recordings. Bila awak senang, whenever you are free lah. Okay? So this is exam drill. Class yang ini, this current class, yes, got. This current class got. I will post the recording on YouTube. Okay? So those who want to join my class, you just pergi mrrueltuition.com. Dia macam online shopping saja. You just add to cart and then check out. Finish. Nak access class pun dari laman web. You access the class also from the website ni. Everything is on the website. Easy. Senang. Okay, no separate ad needed. Okay, and then you all know about FlexiStudy, right? FlexiStudy kalau awak nak belajar mana-mana topik, any topic, right? I just only posted about it yesterday kan. Any topic. So you can see the feedback from my students lah. Memang very useful. Very useful because awak boleh dapat access kepada semua topik. That means for admits you will get access from chapter 1 until chapter 8. Semua. Okay, notes as well as latihan dengan video pembelajaran, everything. And the price is very cheap. For 7 days, kalau 7 hari is just RM25. If you study 1 hour a day, 7 hari awak sudah dapat 1 bulan tuition. More than 1 month of tuition already, for RM25. Very cheap. If you want to study there, also can. Okay. FlexiStudy. Pergi cari dalam laman web cikgu. mrrueltuition.com, everything is there. I'll leave the link in the description also. Okay. Okay, mari kita teruskan. Are you all ready? This one is a bit hard, Okay, ready, Focus, Right? Okay. How to determine the values? Macam mana kita menentukan nilai nisbah trigonometri for any angle, sebarang sudut. So if before this class, mendengar rendah, your lower secondary will learn. For example, if I say, kalau cikgu kata cos, okay, if I ask you what is cos 73, cos 73, what will you do? Tekan dalam calculator. Cos 73 equals to what? Right? Okay, that's all, isn't it? So cos 73, you tekan dalam calculator, you will get 0.2924. Okay. If I ask you what is cos of, let me see, 191. How? So cos 190 darjah, 191 darjah. Okay, can you see? You get negative 0.981. Right? Negative 0.9816. What is that about? Kenapa tiba-tiba kita ada negative? Why do you have negative? Cos value supposed to be, sepatutnya cos dari sifar sampai 1 saja kan? Cos value is only supposed to be from 0 to 1, right? Why suddenly got negative? So this is what we are going to figure out now. Okay? Alright? Okay, so di sini class, find the value of each of the following by using a calculator. Ini dengan menggunakan calculator. Okay, this is very simple. Just take out your calculator. Okay, how to find cos negative 5.2 radian? Okay, when we are doing trigonometric ratios, bila kita buat nisbah trigonometry, you must be careful. Kalau sudut dia dalam radian, if the angle is in radian, if you want to directly put 5.2 dalam calculator, awak kena tukar mode. Do you know how to change the mode? Tahu tak macam mana untuk tukar mode? So if you look at the top of your calculator glass, akan ada satu petak kecil. There will be a small box at the top of your calculator, your display, display. Ada satu kotak kecil di sini. That is D. Okay, D. Can see or not? Take your calculator and check, please. Nampak tak? Bahagian atas itu ada D. That means it is in degree mode. Dia dalam mode darjah. Okay. So, if you want to change to radian mode, okay, I don't recommend changing to radian mode. Okay, I'm not going to teach you that here. Because, let me explain why. The problem is, awak tukar kepada mode radian untuk buat soalan ini. To do this question. Okay, you change to radian mode already. And then you find lah, okay, cos 5.2 lah apa. Then you forget to change back. Semua soalan lain, all the other questions which involves using degrees, awak akan salah. Very, very dangerous. That's why cikgu tak galakkan. I do not recommend changing to radian mode, even though you can. Jangan. Jangan. You keep it at degree mode. Keep it at degree mode. Okay? Worse still, awak buat latihan admaths. Okay, hari Ahad awak buat latihan admaths. Sunday you do admaths question, you change to radian mode. Okay, then you forgot about your calculator. And then hari Selasa ada ujian maths test. You go, you take your calculator. Maths tak ada radian, but everything is degrees, isn't it? Tapi awak guna dalam mode radian, all your answer wrong. Don't. Okay. Buat apa yang kita buat dalam bab 1. Remember what we did in chapter 1? So whenever we have trigonometric ratio, bila kita ada nisbah trigonometri, tukar kepada darjah. Change to degree. Change to degrees. Understand or not? Okay. So cos negative 5.2 radian. What you do now is, okay, in your calculator, you do change to degrees. Very easy, isn't it? Senang kan? Darab 180, yes, times 180 over pi. So you just do cos minus 5.2 minus 5.2 darab times 180 over pi. Now remember pi, jangan guna pi, 3.142 So cos of this will be, yes, 0.4679. That's right. 0.4679. Terus tekan calculator. Ya, boleh buat cos terus dalam calculator. Cos kurungan, use bracket lah, kurungan negatif 5.2 darab 180 times 180 bahagi 3.142. Yes, you get the same answer. Terus guna calculator cos terus. Satu baris cukup, one line enough already. Kan? Okay. Cosecant macam mana? So again, class, please, I don't recommend using radian mode. Cikgu tak galakkan. Because if you forget, susah. Kalau awak rasa, awak confident, awak takkan lupa, you will always check. You want to take the risk, you go ahead lah, terpulang pada awak. Tapi cikgu memang tak galakkan. Okay, so I'm not going to teach you how to do it also. Okay, now, cosecant is 1 per sine. 1 over sine 236. Okay, so this one, you use your calculator, 1 per sine lah. 1 over bracket sine 236. So this one you get negative 1.206, isn't it? Negative 1.206. Okay. Okay, ini dengan menggunakan calculator. This is by using calculator. How do we find the value without using calculator? Tanpa menggunakan calculator. So this one, of course, it only has to involve special angle. Sudut yang penting lah, sudut istimewa. Okay, remember your special angles. So you have to remember two things, class. Daripada matematik kita sudah belajar. In maths also you learn, right? You remember this triangle, segitiga sama sisi, equilateral triangle divided into two, yang dibahagi kepada dua. Do you remember this? So sini 60, this is 60, this is 30, right? What are the ratios? Apa nisbah sisi dia? Ratios of the side. So if everything is 2, 2, 2, separuh ialah 1. Half is 1, isn't it? 1, 2, this one will be third 3. Sisi ini. Third 2 kuasa 2, 4 minus 1. Third 3. Got it? You must remember this. What's the other one? Right equilateral. Segitiga sama kaki sudut tegak. Remember this? 45. 45, 45. What is the ratio of the sides? Nisbah panjang sisi 1, 1, square root 2. These two triangles you must remember. Ingat guna segitiga apa? You just have to remember which triangle to use, that's all. So these ratios all you must know. Semua nisbah ini awak kena tahu. You have to know. You have to know. Again, if you can memorize, good, but no need to memorize. Asalkan awak tahu guna segitiga yang mana, you can find it. Okay? You just need to remember these two. So again, this is a right equilateral. Segitiga sama kaki, tegak. Segitiga tegak sama kaki. Right, not right equilateral. There's no such thing as right equilateral. This is a right isosceles. Right isosceles. Okay, and then this one equilateral, but we only use half. Kita guna separuh saja, so that we got 60 and 30. So these are your special angles. 60, 30, 40, 45. 60, 30 and 45, you must know all the ratios. Can I? Okay. Okay. Let's look at this first. So how to find secant negative 330, negative 330. Okay, without using a calculator. So you must sketch. Mestilah kak. Okay, where is negative 330? Negative 360. So don't forget, negative means which direction? Kalau negative, apa arah dia? Clockwise, arah jam. Okay, very good. So we start from here. Kita mula dari paksi x positive x-axis, clockwise. That means we're going to start from here, clockwise 330. Where will we end up? Ini, sini kan? Here, isn't it? 330. Okay? Quadrant 1, that's right. Very good. Quadrant 1. So this is negative 330. Okay. So what is this ratio? Secant. So secant ialah 1 over cos. 1 over cos negative 330. Right? 1 over cos negative 330. Okay. Okay. Okay, so for this one, class, you have to go back to mathematics. Okay, what is the relationship between the angle and the corresponding reference angle? Ingat tak? Sudut rujukan sepadan. Do you remember your corresponding reference angle, alpha? So, apakah alpha di sini? What is the alpha for 330? 330. The alpha is the angle that we measure from the x-axis. Sudut yang kita sentiasa ukur dari paksi x. Okay, within the quadrant itself. So, yes, very good. Alpha is here. See class, alpha is here. From the x-axis to here. This is alpha. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is alpha. Understand? Okay. So, alpha will only be inside the quadrant. Dalam sukun itu saja. This is alpha. So if you all haven't learned your maths, kalau awak belum belajar matematik bab 6, okay, I hope you haven't lah. If you have, that means you are speeding through the syllabus. Okay, anyway, let me just teach you. Alpha for all the 4 quadrants. So let's say we have an angle here. Sudut dalam sukuan 1, sini. Dalam sukuan 2, sini. Second quadrant here. Third quadrant angle here. And fourth quadrant angle here. So, mana alpha dalam setiap sukuan? Where is the alpha? Where is the corresponding reference angle? Sudut rujukan sepadan dalam setiap sukuan. Ayo, one of you, please, somebody become a software engineer, design software untuk cikgu. Okay? Please design a software for me, teaching software. Okay, so the alpha we always take from the x-axis, dari paksi x. So, contohnya, in the first quadrant, sukuan pertama, this is alpha. Okay? Please, once you become successful, then you please remember me. Okay? Okay, then here is alpha. Can see it not? Sudut dengan paksi x, the angle with the x-axis. In the third quadrant here, alpha. Sukuan keempat, here alpha. Can. So these are all the alphas in all the quadrants. Dalam semua sukuan. Okay. These are the alphas. The alphas are important because nilai nisbah trigonometri, okay, sama dengan magnitude nisbah trigonometri sama dengan magnitude alpha. For example, let's take an angle in the second quadrant. Katakan kita ambil sudut dalam sukuan kedua. Let's take a random angle here. Let's say this is, okay, let's say this is 135. Okay, 137, 137 darjah. Right? So let's say I have sine 137. Magnitude, we are only talking about magnitude. Magnitude saja. Sine 137. Nilai dia, the value of this ratio, nilai nisbah ini adalah sama dengan, is the same as sine of the alpha. So, apakah alpha dia? What is the alpha here then? This will be the alpha, isn't it? Ini alpha kan? Apa alpha di sini? If this is 137, ini adalah garis lurus, betul tak? It's a straight line. So, alpha will be tolak lah. 180 minus 137, correct or not? Right? So, that will be 43. Yes, 43 degrees. Okay. So, sine 137, the value will be the same. The magnitude, magnitude dia sama dengan sine of 43. This is the concept. Use your calculators. Check and see. Apa nilai sine 137? 0.681 okay, 6820 lah. 6820 Okay, you check sine 43. Nampak tak? See or not? See or not? That is the importance of alpha. Itulah kepentingan alpha. Okay. It will be the same for others also. I'm only talking about magnitude. Okay. Let me teach you. Let's use cos. Cuba check apakah nilai cos. What is cos 137? Okay. Check cos 137, then check cos 43. Cos 137, that is negative 0.7314, right? 7314, negative. Okay, now you check cos 43. Same thing but positive. That's why I say the magnitude will be the same. Understand? Okay, let's focus on the magnitude first. Right? Kita beri tumpuan kepada magnitude dia dulu. So you understand the importance of alpha class? Faham? Itu ialah alpha. So it's the same for all the quadrants. Semua sukuan pun sama. Right? The magnitude of the ratio will be the same as the ratio of the angle. Magnitude nisbah sudut sama dengan magnitude nisbah alpha. It's the same as the magnitude of the ratio of the alpha. Okay. So, coming back here. So, apakah alpha dia? What's the alpha here? 30 lah. Alpha dia ialah 30 kan? What does that mean? So the magnitude of this cos 300 negatif 330, magnitude dia sama dengan is exactly the same as, okay, is exactly the same as 1/1 over cos 30. Same. Do you understand? Faham tak? Magnitude dia sama dengan magnitude alpha. Magnitude nisbah alpha. Jelas? Very clear? Understand? Okay. If you need some time to process it. This is very important. Inilah asas kepada semua perhitungan kita. This is the basis of all the calculations from here. Kan? Is that a yes or a no? You need me to repeat, I can repeat. Kalau perlu cikgu ulang, cikgu boleh ulang. Can or not? So this one, awak akan belajar dalam matematik. You will learn in your maths processing. Okay, you will learn in your maths. Okay. Let me give you another example. Let's say kita ada sudut. Okay, let's say we have an angle in the third quadrant. Sukuan ketiga. Let's say we have an angle in the third quadrant. Okay, third quadrant here. Let's say we have 200. Okay, 200. So, what is the alpha here? Apakah alpha di sini? What's the alpha here? Yes, Maths chapter 6. Maths bab 1. Yes, very good. 20, isn't it? 20. What's the alpha here, class? Kalau sudut ini 200, if this angle is 200, what is the alpha? What is this? So, this is 180, kan? Ini 180 minus, isn't it? 20 lah, 20 lah. Correct or not? Straight line 180 class. Sini 20 lah. Okay. So 20 here, 20 dah aja. So now you check and see. Check and see what is tangent 200. Semak tangent 200. Tangent 200, use your calculator. Tangent 200 dah aja. .369. Okay, 40. 3640. Now you check what is tangent 20. Same, isn't it? Sama kan? Okay, 0.3640. Negative 1.79. You check again. Tangent. 200. Tangent 200. If you're getting different value, you check your mode class. Semak mode balik. Okay, so it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. That's all. Understand or not? The tangent of the theta, ini ialah theta. This is your theta. Tangent theta sama dengan magnitude tangent alpha. It's the same magnitude. That's all. Understand? So back to our question. Balik pada soalan kita. Tangent untuk negative 330, I mean the cos of negative 330, okay, magnitude will be the same as the cos of the alpha, cos 30, magnitude will be the same. That's all. Okay, not right? Okay. Okay, this is magnitude. Ini adalah magnitude. There is another aspect which is tanda dia, positive or negative. The value is positive or negative, right? Okay. You all can remember this. Saya tak tahulah macam mana belajar di sekolah. Okay, however you learn in school, you can remember. You can use whatever technique you want. Okay, teknik yang cikgu guna ialah there are two things you can remember. You start from sukuan pertama. You start from the first quadrant. Add sugar to coffee. Okay, add sugar to coffee. Dalam bahasa Melayu, biasanya pelajar saya bagi tahu saya, my students tell me, aku suka tengok kartun. Okay, aku suka tengok kartun. Add sugar to coffee. Another one you can remember, I think you will remember better. All science teacher crazy. I don't think you're going to forget that. Okay? Okay. Whatever you want to use lah, terpulang pada awak. Okay. What is this class? Apa ni? So the all. A is for all. Okay. All. Semua. Dalam sukuan pertama, in the first quadrant, all the ratios are positive. Semua nisbah positive. Sine also positive, cos also positive, negative also. Tangent also positive. Okay, can you give me a random angle from quadrant 1? Bagi saya satu sudut daripada sukuan satu. Anything. Quickly. 50. Okay, come. Let's check. Can you check the value of sema? Let's use 50. Okay, can you check what is sine 50? Just check positive or negative. Sine 50 positive kan? Okay. Now you check cos 50. Positive kan? Okay. Now you check tangent 50. Positive kan? Okay. All positive. Right? Okay. Bila kita masuk sukuan kedua, only S is positive. S ialah sine lah. Only sine is positive. Okay, give me a random angle here. Quickly. Sukuan kedua bagi satu sudut di sini. Between 90 and 180. Okay, 150. Come. Let's check 150. Cuba semak 150. Okay. Use your calculator. Okay, what is sine 150? Just check the sign. Tanda dia saja. Sine 150 is positive, right? Okay. Now you check cos and see. Negative kan? Negative, isn't it? Okay, now you check tangent and see. Negative kan? So for second quadrant, only sine is positive. Nisbah yang lain, the other ratios are negative. Okay? Alright. Look at the third quadrant. Give me an angle. Quickly. Okay, 267. Okay, Ken. 267. Okay, let's use this. Okay, let's try. 267. Try. Sine 267. Negative. Cos 267. Cos 267. Negative. But tangent? Positive. So you can see here, hanya tangent positive. Only tangent is positive. And then the last one, only cos is positive. Quickly, let's test. Give me one. Give me an angle. Fourth quadrant. Between 270 and 360. Okay, 310. Can. 310. Let's test and see. Okay, sine 310. Negative. But cos will be positive. And then you check tangent. Negative. Nampak tak? See not? So that is what it means. Okay. Add sugar to coffee. Aku suka tengok kartun. All science teachers crazy. Can. Up to you. Easy to remember, right? Okay. So look at the quadrant here. Ini adalah sukuan pertama. So anything also positive lah. Maksudnya nilai sini positive. The value will be positive. Positive cos 30. Do you understand? Faham tak? Okay. Alright. So what is cos of 30? Cos 30? You have to use your triangle. Because ini tak boleh guna calculator kan? What is cos of 30? Look at this. 30 is here. 30 di sini. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? Bersebelahan bagi hypotenuse. Adjacent is sec 3. Hypotenuse is 2. Okay? Sec 3, 2. So, ini ialah, this is 1 over 1 per positive sec 3 over 2. Sec 3 bahagi 2. Okay? So, this will be 2 sec 3. 2 per sec 3. 2 over sec 3 lah. Ini jawapan dia. So class, some mark schemes, dia takkan nisbahkan penyebut. They will not rationalize the denominator. But I always recommend to rationalize. Because bentuk paling ringkas sepatutnya bentuk yang sudah dinisbahkan. It should be the rationalized form lah. You remember how to rationalize your denominator or not? Nisbahkan penyebut. Darab conjugate. Remember not? Times conjugate. So this one will be darab. Sec 3 per sec 3 lah. Right? Times sec 3 over sec 3. So this is 2 sec 3 over 3. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's in quadrant 1, that's why it's positive. Okay, not class. Boleh tak? Boleh tak? Okay, look at B. Okay, B. Cotangent 4 over 3 pi. 4 per 3 pi. Okay, what is this 4 over 3 pi? Pi over 3 is 60. Right? Pi per 3 ialah 60. Then times 4, 240. 240. Just like that, you already know. Okay, just like that, you already know. Okay. Let's sketch. Let's sketch. Mari kita lakarkan dia. Okay. So, cotangent will be 1 over tangent lah. 1 per tangent. Okay, let's write that first. Cotangent ialah 1 per tangent. 1 over tangent. 4 pi over 3 radian. 4 pi over 3 radian. Okay. So, let's sketch it out here. So, where will we find the 4 pi per 3? So, you already know. If you are cheating in degrees, you already know 240. Where is it? 3 kan? Third, right? But you can use your radian also. Antara pi dan between pi and 3 pi over 2, isn't it? Right, antara pi dan 3 pi per 2. Okay, between 180 and 270. Sini lah. Here. So 4 pi over 3. Again, don't worry. If you're not sure, just check lah in degrees. So darjah dalam darjah ialah 240. That is between 180 and 270, right? Just double check. Betul kan? Understand or not? Okay, sini lah. Okay, that's fine. So this is 4 pi per 3. So what is the alpha? Apakah alpha dia? 180 is what? Pi, isn't it? 180 ialah pi, betul tak? 180 is pi. So if I want the alpha, this angle tolak pi, correct? Just use simple logic, class. Just use simple logic. Jangan pergi hafal. This one you don't go and memorize. Don't memorize. Just use simple logic. Sudut ini sampai sini is until here. But I only want this part. So saya kena torak 180, betul tak? Right? Yeah, minus 180. So minus pi. Minus pi. 4 pi per 3 tolak pi. This is pi over 3. Understand or not? Faham tak? Okay. So pi over 3 is the alpha. Right? Ini ialah alpha. Okay. Look at the quadrant. Ini sukuan ketiga. Okay. So we have to check. Dalam sukuan ketiga, in the third quadrant, will tangent be positive or negative? In your working, no. Working don't change to degrees. But if you want to double check, yes, you can change to degrees. Boleh tukar pada darjah. Jalan kerja jangan tukar pada darjah. Mark scheme working will be in radians. Skema memang jalan kerja di dalam radian. So please use radian. Use radian. Don't change to degrees. You only change degrees to double check yourself. Okay? Jalan kerja semua bagi dalam radian. Okay. That's why you need to get used to radian. That's why daripada bab 1, from chapter 1 also I already told my students. Don't always convert to degrees. You must get used to radians. Memang susah sikit. Awalnya susah sikit. In the beginning will be a bit difficult. After you get the hang of it, it's okay one. Okay. Okay, so we have to check lah, third quadrant. Is tangent going to be positive or negative? Tangent ni positive or negative? Okay, let's check. Add sugar to coffee. Tangent positive. Tangent positive. Third quadrant, tangent positive. Okay. So now we have to find out the magnitude. So dia sama dengan, this will be equals to 1 over tangent of 1 over positive tangent pi per 3 radian. Do you understand? It's the same magnitude as the alpha. Magnitude yang sama dengan alpha. Alpha is pi over 3. Okay. Can. Now, this one you can change to degrees to do your calculation lah. Pi over 3 is how many degrees? Pi 180. Always go back to 180. Pi is 180. Bagi 3, 60. 60, isn't it? 60 degrees. Can. Look at your triangle. Tengok segitiga kita. 60 is here. Okay. 60 is here. Tangent will be opposite, bertentangan, bahagi opposite over adjacent, bertentangan, bahagi bersebelahan. Set 3 lah. Understand? Faham tak kelas? Set 3 lah. Okay. Opposite over adjacent, isn't it? So this will be 1 per positive set 3. 1 over positive set 3. One over positive set 3. Boleh tak kelas? Understand or not? Okay, So again, nisbahkan penyebut. Rationalize the denominator. How to rationalize the denominator? Darab dengan conjugate times set 3 over set 3. So ini ialah set 3 over 3 lah. Set 3 per 3. Okay? Done. Clear class? Jelas tak? Okay. Now you need practice. Okay, I already told you. Number 1, buka buku teks. Open your textbook. Cari topik ini. This is under your 6.2. Buat. Number 2, you can go to my FlexiStudy. Dapatkan FlexiStudy. Get access to FlexiStudy. 7 days. Get the notes. Nota sana ada latihan. I have exercises there. Go and do. You can even check the discussion from the video. Perbincangan dia dalam video. You need to practice. Jangan berhenti di sini saja. You need to practice. At maths must practice. Mesti buat latihan. Please practice. Textbook, you need more. FlexiStudy. Good enough. Okay? Right? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I can teach you 6.3. Question 8, can? You mean example 8? Okay. Okay, now we go to the graph part. Bahagian graph dia. This is no different from your what we learn in maths lah. 6.3. So now we come to graphs of sine cos tangent. Graph sine cos tangent. Don't worry, we don't have graph for secant cosecant, itu tak ada graph. Don't worry, don't have. We only have graph for sine cos tangent again. Tetapi once again in mathematics we learn the graph for, dalam maths kita belajar daripada sifar sampai 360. Only from 0 to 360. In maths, you can get negative range. Awak boleh dapat lebih daripada 360. You can get more than 360. You can get negative angles also. That's all. Itu saja beza dia. Okay. But all you have to know is, dalam mathematics, for example, the sin x graph. Do you remember your sin x graph in maths? What's your sin x graph? It's a wave, right? Right. Gelombang macam ni. Right? It's a running man. It's a running man. Okay. So, this is sifar, this is 0 sampai 360 or 2 pi. Right? So how does the graph look beyond this range? Macam mana rupa graph, okay, melebihi julat ini? It actually just repeats itself. So from 360, it will repeat another round until 720 ataupun 2 pi. If you go backwards, ke belakang dia, same story. So this will be until negative 360 sampai negative 360. That's all, class. That's all. Negative 360 or negative 2 pi. That's it. That's it. So this part is easy lah. This part is easy. Asalkan awak sudah belajar dalam mathematics. As long as you have learned it in your maths, this part is not a problem. Okay. Now, since kita tak banyak masa lagi kelas, I'm going to show you. You don't copy first. Nanti awak boleh gunakan rakaman. You can use the recording. I will give you the recording dalam senarai itu. Okay. Those of you who are watching from YouTube, you can just pause it. Okay. Okay. Later. So the sign graph will look like this. Please draw. Please draw. Nanti awak lukis sendiri. Later you draw it yourself. Okay. So like this lah. Okay. Look at this graph. This is the sign graph. Right. So as I said, so from 0 to, when we sketch the graph, bila kita lakarkan graph, okay, you must always add all the important angles. Kita kena tandakan, you have to mark all the points for the important angles. That means sifar 0, 45, 90, 135. Oh, this one, sorry, 0, 90, 180, 180, 270 dan 360. All the important angles you must mark. 45 no need. 45 no need. Awak kena tandakan 5. 5, you have to mark 5. 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360. So in radian that will be 0, pi per 4, pi over 4 radian, pi over not pi over 4, pi over 2, pi over 2, pi, and then 3 pi per 2, 3 pi over 2, and then 2 pi. Ini kena tandakan lah. You can see I mark all the, can see not? Saya tanda semua titik di sini. Okay, so 5 you must mark. And then you can sketch. Lepas tu awak boleh lakarkan bentuk dia. So this is it lah. This is the shape. Okay. Okay. What is the amplitude? Apakah amplitude dia? Amplitude will be from your middle line, garis tengah ini, which is the paksi X. For this particular sign graph is the X-axis lah. The middle line to the peak. Okay, kepada puncak. Ataupun kepada lembagan or the trough. The highest point or the lower point. From the middle to the highest or lower point. So amplitude here, for this graph, Y sama dengan sin X. Y equals to sin X. Magnitude is, the amplitude is 1 lah. 1 lah. Can see not? See not? Nampak tak? Sini. From here to here is 1 unit. Okay. Maximum value, nilai maximum is 1. Minimum value, the entire graph, what is the minimum value? Negative 1. This is why, class, bila kita buat nisbah ratios for sine and cos also same thing, you will never get a value that is above 1. Let's test and see. Let's say, class, katakan, if I tell you sine of x is 1.2. Cuba cari apakah x. Use your calculator. Inverse sine of 1.2. Cari. What is inverse sine of 1.2? If sine x is 1.2, what is the angle? What do you get in your calculator? Math error, isn't it? Kan? Math error, kan? Because the maximum value for sine of x, nilai maksimum untuk sine x ialah 1. There is no value beyond that. Faham? Faham? Okay? So maximum value is 1. Nilai minimum untuk sin x ialah negative 1. Same thing lah. You will never get anything. For sin x value will never be lower than negative 1. Dia tak boleh lebih rendah daripada negative 1. You can try inverse sine of negative 1.001. Math error. Tak ada. There's no such thing. Okay? Okay, now. Minimum, okay, period, color. What is a period, class? One period is one complete cycle. Satu kita lengkap. So where do we get one complete cycle? You see the shape. So it's repeating, isn't it? Dia berulang, kan? The same thing will repeat and again and again and again. So mana bahagian yang berulang? Where is the part that repeats? That is the complete cycle. Okay? Where is the part that repeats? Inilah. This is the part that repeats. This shape, isn't it? Bentuk ini, betul tak? Right? Bentuk ini yang berulang. Right? So what is the period? So apakah tempoh dia? The period will be, this is over what angle? Okay? Apa sudut dia? Apakah julat sudut? What is the range of angle here? So this is 360 lah. Dari sini sampai sini, from here to here is 2 pi radian or 360 degrees. That is the period. Itulah color dia. Understand? Alright? Okay, so that is 2 pi. X-intercept, Y-intercept. Also you can see from the graph, isn't it? Right? Apakah pintasan X? What are the X-intercepts? You can mark. So the X-intercepts, this is okay, this is from negative 2 pi to 2 pi. Negative 2 pi sampai 2 pi. We have this negative 2 pi, negative pi, sifar, pi, and 2 pi. These are all the X-intercepts, right? And then pintasan Y, only one, 0. Can okay, so that is sine graph, sine X. Itu adalah graph sine X. Later you fill it up. Later you fill it up. You should be able to understand already. Uji pemahaman anda. Nanti awak isi sendiri. As I said, you can always check the video recording. Okay? Alright. Look at the cos graph. So what does the cos graph look like? I don't know. Cos graph is I don't know. Okay? So the same thing, just repeat. Repeat. Ulang. So sine graph is running man. Okay, cos graph is I don't know. Let me see. Same thing lah. So dalam matematik kita hanya belajar dari sifar sampai 360, from 0 to 360 only. But actually you will just repeat. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Repeat, 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 repeat. That's all. Itu saja graph dia. Okay. So you can see again, minimum maximum value sama. 1, negative 1. Amplitude for Y is cos X is also 1. 1 juga. Right? Okay. Color dia. What's the period? Period is also 360 degrees. Bahagian yang berulang, satu kita lengkap one complete cycle, 2 pi. 360 darjah. Can? Then X-intercept, Y-intercept later you can see lah. Nanti awak boleh tengok dia. Okay, now we go to tangent graph. So, sine graph ialah running man. Cos graph is, I don't know. Then, tangent graph is Egyptian. You know the dance or not? Okay, Egyptian. Satu atas, satu tangan atas, satu bawah. Okay, so this is tangent. Ini ialah tangent. So tangent, yes, tak bersambung. So tangent graph is very special. Kita ada asymptote. Tangent graph, you have asymptotes. Asymptote ialah garis di mana garis yang graph takkan sentuh. Asymptotes are lines which the graph will never touch. Will never touch. Like this. So you see these vertical lines, garis mencancang ini, graph ini takkan sentuh. Those are asymptotes. Okay. This is how it looks like lah. So Egyptian, dia berulang, repeat. So the part that repeats here is very unique. Dia bukan bermula dari sifar. It doesn't start from 0. Okay, you can say if you start from 0 also, bahagian yang berulang, even if you start from 0, what is the part that repeats? Bahagian yang berulang ialah, it's just this one, isn't it? Ini saja kan? Only this part will repeat. Correct or not? So what is the period here? Apa color dia? The period is only pi ataupun 180 darjah. Only 180 degrees. Boleh? Understand? So the rest is the same lah. Pintasan X, pintasan Y. Okay. So what is the maximum and the minimum here? So tangent graph class, dia akan, what this means is, this graph, this part, dia akan terus naik, it will go, it will continue, no? It will increase, 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 until infinity, sampai infinity. Sampai infinity. Okay, it will never stop. Sebab dia tak boleh sentuh garis ini. It cannot touch the asymptote. So dia akan bertambah, dia akan semakin dekat dengan asymptote, tapi dia takkan bersentuhan dengan asymptote. It will always be closer and closer and closer to the asymptote, but it will never touch. Same here also. Dia akan pergi turun, go down until infinity. But it will never touch the asymptote. Which is why there is no maximum or minimum limit for tangent. Tangent tak ada had untuk maximum dan minimum. Not like your sine and your cos. Sine dan cos ada had. Tangent and tangent don't have. So what do we say is the maximum value? Nilai maximum, nilai minimum? Tak ada. There is no maximum or minimum. But sometimes we say positive infinity and negative infinity lah. Okay, but technically there's no maximum and minimum. And color dia 180. The period will be 180 lah. And then intercepts later you can fill yourself. Boleh isi sendiri. Okay. So bahagian yang susah kelas for 6.3, the difficult part is actually the next one. This one. But actually ini kita sudah buat dalam mathematics. We have done in mathematics A, B and C we have done. Apa yang baru dalam AddMaths? Negative and modulus. This is the one that is new in AddMaths. Okay, malangnya kita sudah kesuntukan masa. I will continue this for you all, don't worry. I will keep you all posted. I will continue this for you all. If you all are watching on YouTube, mungkin kelas yang kedua sudah habis, so you can just look for it. Okay, you all are live here. You just keep a lookout for it. Nanti cikgu akan umumkan. I will announce when we are having the next part of the class for you. Kita akan habiskan. I will do it before your trials, don't worry. Okay. Yeah. For the school holidays, this is the last class. But after this, I will have free class on Saturdays or Sundays. See lah. Nanti cikgu akan ada juga kelas percuma. I will continue to have free classes on the weekend for you. So you just look out for it. Nanti cikgu akan umumkan. Okay. Those of you who are just join my Telegram group. Cikgu akan umumkan di sana, or I will also announce it in the website. Yes, website or Telegram, either one. Okay, no problem. Website will be there. Right? Okay, class. So we will end the class here. Kita berhenti di sini.